Hello, hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. Picking up where we left off. About to head to Sid's room and...
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Anyway, heading to Sid's room to talk to him and let him know we're joining the cause. And Jill has already teleported here and beat us to it,
We
so...
can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we have sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
What?
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
What exactly is your proposal for all this, Lord Emperor, sir? Instead of just saying the conquest, surely you have at least some idea of how you can actually help your people.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Yeah, probably just use him to wipe out your enemies in one quick burst if you could.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind? Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mother Crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
That's usually the case.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
Everyone. It's more convenient to use...
Higher-ups, the gods themselves.
this aristocracy, anyone who can use magic.
Do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Oh, yeah. Crafting recipes available at Blackhammer, new stuff available at Karen's.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
Yeah. Let's see.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Yeah, I probably don't want to know about our horrible blasphemy we're about to perform. Breath of Fire. Gambit. Lionheart Tonic. Fills the limit gauge for 30 seconds. Those might be more useful though, but I don't think I have any real need for them at the moment. Okay, I don't have any random items I can actually sell. No gill bugs or nothing like that. Okay. I'll ignore those. I don't think I'll need them.
Are you the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic? If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing, and it in Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
No, before that, I'm going to speak to Blackthorn. He's supposed to have better stuff for me.
Well, what do you want?
Flametongue. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. So the previous magic sword I had gets turned into a new one. Neat. Oh. Wasn't really using the previous one before, but we'll give this new one a shot, I guess.
Should last you a good while.
Thanks. Let's see. Nothing new. Can I reinforce stuff, though? I cannot. So, my current equipment's still better than anything he's currently got. Alright. Pretty sweet looking sword, all things considered. Alright. Go talk to Otto, I guess.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Take
a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
And all right now.
So you're really going through with it? Sis been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known it. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again, this time due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble.
Yeah,
It's making
true.
it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
And who's this suspicious-looking fool? Let's see. Alliance reports now available. God. Counter hideaways. Compiled curse breakers contain information on quests currently available on Palace. Okay. So it's just more information on my stuff, I guess.
That's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Well, maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Here you go.
Flooding the request. Yeah. Reports. Let's see. Travel immediately to the obelisk. Welcoming command. Okay, so these are just extra, extra side quests. I take it.
Seen enough?
Yeah, I'll get to that. I guess after I the recording, we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Let's see. What you got for me, Gav?
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Okay, so yeah, got a ton of side stuff to do now. Well, let's head to Lost Wing since that's our next main thing.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to
Okay, now I guess it's up those stairs.
Sun's setting fast. Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
It's over.
So it's just me and Torgal. Wonder why Sid wanted to go with Jill, or I guess maybe Jill went somewhere on her own. I don't know. Seems kind of weird. Might not necessarily have been the best idea to have Clive run off do things on his own, but whatever. I'm not the one writing this stuff.
Get him! Sick him, Torgal!
I don't know.
You know what to do, boy. Over here. Over here. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. Sick him, Torgal.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Can't take much more of this.
Get him, boy! Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! Get him! Get him, boy!
I don't know, that ignition ability got okay. I don't know if I would prefer it over the big wing slap that I originally had from Phoenix, though. I don't know. I guess I'll see the more I goof around with it. But, yeah. And I was going over my footage from a couple episodes ago with my boss fight with Ifrit, and I noticed I wasn't using Phoenix Shift to move around, for all the good it does me though, because as you just saw, I tried, when I was doing all those Phoenix Shifts in a row, I was doing different directions to see if it would just warp me around, but it doesn't. It just has you warp right in front of the enemy, which is what I use this for. So Phoenix Shift is really kind of pointless for me anyway, the way I tend to play. So may as well just try to figure out a way to what am I trying to say here? I need to try and figure out a better way of moving around, I guess, than
Stay down. It's over.
Damn it, brain. I had something, but then I lost it. Basically, I'm just trying to figure out if there was better movement than I thought there was originally, but there isn't. So hopefully I'll get some ability later on that will let me like warp around and dodge better than what the one I currently have, but I don't know. If not, then I guess too bad for me. Ow, damn it.
You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Not this time. Sick 'em, Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Over here. Get 'em, boy.
Yeah, it seems like the best use of for ignition is when enemies stagger, just use it to run at them and do big damage. And I accidentally burned 3 potions there because I thought I had Torgal chosen as my thing. I feel like the PS5 controller is a little too sensitive for that a little bit, especially when you're trying to mash out Torgal's attacks, but maybe I'm just mashing too much, I don't know. Anyway, enough of me being salty and yelling about my own Johns and things like that.
Stay down. It's over. That's enough.
Anyway. Making my way to Northreach.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
What did you say was in these pies again?
Oh, and a chine of roast ends.
Fresh fish, all from the sea of grace this very morn. Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a branded's touch.
You there? Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
I heard the Empire's finest brew doesn't exactly taste anything.
By the throne.
What, Chocobo? Is that what you're talking about? Anyway.
Not another step, branded, or you'll be spending the night in a cell.
Or what? Really? I can't talk to these idiots? Fine. Let's see. Okay, I passed the person I was supposed to talk to.
Spices from the faraway deserts of Dalmekia.
Where are they?
See, I can't decide. I'll just have to take them all.
Well, that's a plum for the apple of your eye.
Oh. Can't seem to talk to anyone.
Welcome, good. Back off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Okay, well, there's the obelisk. There she is.
You
Jesus.
won't find carpets like this in the capital.
I think the map could have been a little more helpful there with where exactly I was supposed to go.
My lady.
A moment. I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
Of course.
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
However do they get that colour?
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Yeah, I mean, same thing we were doing with Jill and Eastpool and
back to the Vale
another place.
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Well, no, you don't. But frankly, I feel like any kind of Imperial force, regardless of how much of a good deal they have, they probably fucking throw the Veil to the curb as soon as the Empire requests them to.
Madame, You look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
To the whorehouse.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Seeing moon and stars from Isabel, yeah.
Proof of that trust.
That way
and
people...
hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Alright.
I should probably start here.
Yeah.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. Know you are always welcome here at the Vale.
Oh, thank you.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. Know you are always welcome here at the Vale.
Well,
Good boy.
That's nice to know I'm always welcome here, but I will need some form of,
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Yeah, it's a good thing I keep getting all these various little sigils and stuff from townspeople. Otherwise, people would probably fucking not even look at me so much as tell me what I need to do.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. The dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
Alright.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Yep. Yeah. Typical asshole thinks he can buy whatever slash whoever he wants with money, so. Oh well. Hopefully the poor girl's not in any terribly bad shape, but she might be dead for all we know by the time we get there, so. Alright, buddy.
Bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then?
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off. Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The Dane thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Fools there night every night.
And I've heard stories about Moor, about how bad it is. And apparently it's the reason why there aren't any people of color in this game, because if shit like that apparently
good tidings.
Well,
that remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. But that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Yeah, I've heard that Moor is a horrible place for bearers, and with all the slave allegories and stuff that go on with this game, it's probably not the best place to, one, be a branded, and two, if there were people of color in this game who are most likely going to be treated as branded, from the impression I get anyway, is that there's probably going to be a bunch of dead bodies just laying around, or maybe even strung up in trees.
Suffer to keep your granaries full.
But I guess we'll see once we actually get there.
That's enough for today, Branded.
That's enough dallying. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
Side quest. Let's see.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Yeah.
Oi, don't touch anything. If that's what you want. And not enough for you. Pity that.
Yeah, same as everyone else. Alright, thanks, dickhead. Yeah, fuck you too. Alright, nearby, that's stables, this guy, there he is.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him.
Yeah, of course.
Even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Alright. Well, thank you kindly. But yeah, I can imagine if there were any branded that were, like...
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
If I am, what are you two going to do about it? Anyway.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes. Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Sure, give me your name and I'll pass it along. But yeah, no. Soldier's trying to get rid of as much of the evidence that he can, so yeah, he probably murdered the poor girl that we're going out to look for.
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that, my wayward lamb.
Thanks, I guess. Doesn't sound like you particularly care whether I live or die, though, yourself, so... Alright, well... This way, so... Okay. Yeah, the town wasn't as bad as I thought, but yeah, like I was trying to say... Well, shit. Like I was trying to say, if there were, like, people of color and any of them were branded, like, you can definitely bet the news would make a big stink about this game being overtly racist to people of color and things like that, which is why there aren't any in the game, is from what I understand. So, news being the sensationalist blah blah that it is, they would definitely pick something like this and run with it and try to drag the game through the ground, which is bad since this is a highly influential or high quality game and from a major company. Like, people would probably use that to try and justify stupid bullshit or anything. But, well, anyway, I'm almost out of time, so we'll call it here. Thank you again for watching and listening to me ramble on about stupid stuff and stuff that really shouldn't be affecting the game in general. So, hope you all have a good day. Thank you. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the usual blah blah that YouTube wants us to do. Hope you stay safe, have a good day, and we'll see you next time for more Final Fantasy XVI. Till then, later.